We're not saying a visit to Bloomington, Indiana will turn you into a forest-bathing, sandal-wearing, dissertation-defending, stray cat rescuing, nonprofit starting, Monroe Lake paddling, guitar strumming, march organizing, vinyl listening, leaf watching, zen finding, coffee roasting, yoga practicing, beer drinking, bread baking, co-op joining, pottery throwing, vintage thrifting, bike everywhereing, art appreciating, farmers market shopping, biz thinking, football fan. But we're not saying it won't. Visit Bloomington. See how it inspires you.
It's free music season, and you could take a road trip to Madison to see Chicago legends Lil Ed and the Blues Imperials play on the shores of Lake Monona. With the Isthmus in the background, San Damiano Park is the perfect venue for outdoor festivals and music. Enjoy the energy of both at the first concert on the shore of the season, held during the Harry Whitehorse International Wood Sculpture Festival. Make the trip Thursday, June 25th for Lil Ed and the Blues Imperials, presented by 98.7 WVMO. Stay at the Country Inn and Suites in Monona and use promo code LSAND for 25% off your room. Learn more at sandamianomonona.org. That's SANDAMIANOMONONA.org. Today on CityCast Chicago, how to avoid red line confusion this weekend, and we've got your ultimate summer guide with 77 flavors. It's Tuesday, June 9th. I'm Jacoby Cochran, and this is what Chicago's talking about. We've got executive producer Simone Alicea in the building with us today. Simone, how you feeling, my friend?
I'm doing well. Jacoby, how are you?
I'm doing good. I had a enjoyable weekend. Once again, I was all over the city, from Beverly to Logan Square. And I will be honest with you, I walked out of my gate to the Roosevelt Red Line expecting to, take the stairs down. And I waited for a second because after they play like a little advertisement or something, the schedule starts rolling on the ticker. And I was like, come on, what time is this thing coming? And then I quickly realized that all underground red line stops were, diverted, detoured to the above ground tracks. I was not paying attention and thought that was only happening that last weekend of May. But apparently not.
Well, because stuck into that announcement. So I was like going back through the press releases and like service announcement on the CTA website, because I also didn't know about this. I haven't been downtown in a while. Like, it's not where I'm hanging out this summer. It just hasn't really come up. But so I was like, okay, surely they're announcing this somewhere, right? But so here's the trick. If you go back to that announcement, there was an announcement for this weekend. It kind of buried in there. But then there was that first announcement, as you said, for that last weekend in May that said, hey, there's going to be work on the underground stops on the subway, and trains, red line trains, are going to be diverted onto elevated tracks. There's going to be shuttle buses starting between Fullerton and Cermak Chinatown. And, so plan accordingly, right? And then in the like third or fourth bullet point, it's like, this is the first of 4 weekends of work. So you got to read the whole thing to know. And so this past weekend was the second weekend. So we're expecting 2 more weekends of this work this coming weekend and probably the weekend after as well.
Yeah, I realized it was still running on the elevated tracks after a while, because for a second I was like, did they just suspend all service on the red line today? I was very confused. So I had to go back, read the press release, and to your point, that being the second weekend. But whoever scheduled that during a World Cup warm-up, Blues Fest, Pokemon Fest, an EDM Fest at Northerly Island, like the amount of traffic that I saw out there, the bus shuttles that were running through the loop. Like I saw a ton of videos of people who say it usually takes them 20 minutes to get in from wherever they live in the city, and they were in traffic for an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and a half. At one point, I was in a car going back home. I had to be on like maybe 18th or something. We just got out, and I'm pretty sure we beat the car home. It had to walk maybe a mile back.
I fully believe it.
So I will, as quickly as possible, be trying to get out of the Loop this forthcoming Saturday. Probably heading down to Calumet Heights to see my mom. My sister's going to be in town. And so I will probably be avoiding it this weekend and likely next weekend as well, with construction ongoing. But the Red Line wasn't the only the only line that has some changes this weekend.
Well, because once again, the CTA is doing 4-car trains over summer weekends.
They're reducing it where ridership is at its lowest.
Yeah. So I think probably what's going on here is, so this happens, I guess, seasonally, right? And you have fewer people maybe getting to school or more people on vacation, so not commuting as much. And those lines are we're talking blue, brown, orange, purple on summer weekends. They are reduced to 4 trains. Now, there are going to be exceptions for major events. So you can imagine like Lollapalooza, for example. They're going to be running all trains, right? But I think to your point, what was so funny is like in some of these announcements, right, the CTA is trying to be like, hey, take the train to these big events. Take the train to Pokemon Go Fest. Take the train to Blues Fest. They are trying to encourage people, obviously not, because, I did have to drive through downtown. I was on my way somewhere and had to get to the highway and, didn't track my GPS as closely as I should have and had to drive through that traffic. And it was crazy over by, like, I had to go past by Millennium Park, and like it was nuts. It's wild. And so I think like, during these big summer events, and obviously Millennium Park is going to be programmed, Grant Park, they're going to be programmed all summer.
Yeah. Music festival, the movie series is about to start up. Millennium Park's music series is about to start up. Like, this ain't gonna be the last weekend where 3-4 events are happening right on top of each other.
Well, and Pokemon Go Fest, of course, was so fascinating because they at some point they had to pause gameplay because of so many overlapping events near Museum Campus. To your point, another event out at Northerly Island as well, right? Like, yeah, absolutely. This summer, it's so funny because, and we're going to talk about this in our next segment, we're going to hear a segment we taped live with 77 Flavors podcasts. It's sort of our ultimate guide to summer. And that was what we taped at Switchyards last week. If you didn't get the invite, make sure you become a neighbor. They got first dibs, membership.citycast.fm/Chicago. But one of the things we talked about was the fact that, NASCAR is not here this year, right? We know the Taste is going to be back in their July weekend. But it seems, and like, I know, like, I think about all the discourse around NASCAR and how much traffic it caused and like how irritating the setup and the takedown were and, all that stuff. And now I'm like imagining like, oh, what if also the Red Line subway was being detoured while all that was going on? So it's like, I guess at least it's not happening during NASCAR setup, I guess is the moral of that story.
And I guess when I actually go to, transitchicago.com, they did drop a kind of pretty comprehensive list on Friday of all of the weekend work that was taking place, the service in and out of Grant Park, all of the events that were happening. There was also the half marathon taking place between Humboldt, Garfield, and Douglas Park, which I saw a bunch of pictures of from over the weekend. I know this weekend there's the Sox versus the Dodgers that series is taking place over the weekend. Luckily, the next Soldier Field event isn't until I think the following weekend. And so, Grant Park and Soldier Field won't be constricting off traffic this weekend. But what are some things you're going to be doing to maybe avoid the Loop this weekend?
I mean, the thing is I'm always avoiding the Loop in the summer.
I mean, that's what you say, but then you also had to sit in traffic this weekend.
But I got through it, though. It wasn't so bad.
But you weren't going there to stop.
I was not going there to stop. Exactly. Again, and I didn't pay attention closely enough to the route my GPS was taking me to the highway. If I had paid attention, I would have gone a different direction. No, I think this weekend, I mean, the big thing happening for me this weekend in my neck of the woods is Midsummer Fest in Andersonville. This is Andersonville's big summer street fest. It's always a good time. The music is great. There's always making flower crowns, and the vendors are amazing up on Clark Street. And so, that's going on all this weekend. And certainly one of my favorites. I think another one that folks really, really enjoy, although I would say this is pushing it in terms of like ease of travel, is the Old Town Art Fair. I mean, I've been, I think, once, and some of the art that's there, it's one of one of the most popular art fairs, I think, every year in the summer. I will say the closest stop would be North and Clybourne if trains were running to North and Clybourne. But on a nice day, it's actually a pretty nice walk from Fullerton, or like if you want to stop at the zoo first and then come down to Old Town, right? You could make it work, I think, without getting too deep into kind of the downtown Red Line madness. You could get there. It wouldn't be too bad. Also on the north side, Wrigleyville, because I assume because the Cubs are away, there's no way they're doing this during when there's a Cubs home game, but there's going to be a Wrigleyville Hot Dog Fest. Which again, not an event that I think I would ever actually go to. I don't, Wrigleyville in the summertime, plus, how I feel about food fests, and sort of, I'm always like very wary of what the ticket gets you. But in this case, ticket gets you a free hot dog and a mustard infused whiskey shot. And then, lots of hot dog themed cocktails and food and other things. So it's definitely for somebody. Somebody listening to this is excited about Wrigleyville Hot Dog Fest, even if it's not me. What about you? What do you got on your agenda that's not downtown or even in your own neighborhood?
I got a couple festivals that's kind of competing for my attention this weekend, between Puerto Rican Fest, which people hear me talk about a little bit more later. That's always a go-to out in Humboldt Park. I will say, looking at the weather, Summer Smash. Last year, it was later in June, and it was like one of the hottest weekends
crazy
in
hot.
June.
Yeah.
But it looks like this week it's going to be pretty much a rainy week, and by the time you get to Saturday, Sunday, your high is like 84 on Saturday, maybe 70s on Sunday. And so this might be one of the coolest June weekends.
What's the lineup for Summer Smash this year? Who's headlining?
Playboy Cardi, Lil Baby, Lil Uzi, Chief Keef, Skrillex, and then Skrillex.
Huh. Happy 2010 to all who celebrate.
Northwest is gonna be there.
Who?
Northwest.
Oh yeah.
Molly Santana. Who else? G Herbo. Staples like Waka Flocka, and Sexy Red. SD Kid, Big X the Plug, JT, Fetty Wap. It's some decent days. And then it's a lot of people once again. I don't know. I know Riff Raff. I do know Riff Raff, but I don't necessarily know who Xavier So Based. I don't know that young man. I'm sorry to that young man. But yeah, so you got a couple festivals that way. Man, Pier 31, I've heard from my mom and her friends that there have been some events between there and I want to say right off 55th through 57th, like 57th Street Beach maybe. There have been like some house music events, some after hours events, like on Thursdays, Fridays along the beach for the older folks.
Pier 31 comes up every summer. And I feel like I'm hearing from someone who's been there over the weekend who's like, oh my God, it was like such a time. Like it was like such a vibe. And I feel like I'm constantly hearing about it.
Yeah. I mean, this weekend, like I said, I'm going to be out with family. I got a graduation party I'm going to go to. So there's a few things on my list. But then the World Cup is starting up. So I really want to, over the next couple of days and weeks, get a sense of, it's 48 teams playing. I imagine there are watch parties and people celebrating for almost all of these teams somewhere in Chicago. And so I want to hear from people listening. Like, if you know where the different watch parties and events are going to be for various World Cup teams, please reach out to us at 773-780-0246. I know Ramova has one this weekend and a couple of other places because USA plays this weekend. This week, Mexico plays, and so
definitely let us know ASAP. Text that number 773-780-0246. Our producer Michelle Navarro is going to be rounding up some of those spots, and in an article later this week. And so you're definitely going to want to keep an eye out for that. And I think, just as a reminder on World Cup stuff, right? It's being hosted here in North America in various sites across the US and in Canada as well. And you might be like, wait, how is Chicago not on that list of sites.
Right.
And
especially after I saw the friendly and all of them pictures.
Yeah. Well, we've hosted some international matches, right, at Soldier Field and stuff. And so I think there's probably there's some people who are like, wait, you're hosting in, I think almost every other CityCast city, I think, has a match except for Chicago. And the short answer is we didn't bid for it under Rahm Emanuel, and we didn't bid for it. They sort of they decided that the juice wasn't worth the squeeze, which is interesting because, I know that, we've tried to pitch the Olympics here a couple times and to no avail. And obviously we might be running back the DNC a second time. So we're certainly no stranger to events. But, I think the World Cup in particular, I know the economics of hosting those matches, it's very hotly debated among different cities and sort of what the return on investment is. And at the time, they didn't bid for it, and now it's here, and we'll have to live with our bar watch parties, I suppose. Again, I'm personally not mad. I think we got plenty of other events. Like, I'm glad we have you get a breather from NASCAR. Like, I'm cool with it, but I'm sure there are a lot of soccer fans who are disappointed.
We had a fantastic time last Thursday at Switchyards with our friends from 77 Flavors, recording Just CityCast Chicago's second ever live event. Shout out to you, Simone. You produced the whole damn thing to make sure that we can have some of this audio to share with the people. And so let's get into it. The Chicago Public Library Foundation has announced 2 of their honorees for the upcoming award ceremony this fall. Beloved children's book author Mo Willems and Chicago literary star Gabriel Bump will get their flowers October 13th. This year's celebration is even more meaningful because it's the Library Foundation's 40th anniversary. That's 4 decades of transforming lives through lifelong learning at the Chicago Public Library. As y'all have probably seen, I'm trying to visit all 81, soon to be 82 of those branches, and I can attest to some of that learning. Yes, it's getting the book you want, but it's also learning to garden with seeds from the Budlong Woods branch, or nurturing an interest in marine biology with the Fish at West Pullman or Souza Regional. And it's making sure you got fresh food from Legler Regional or clean clothes from Douglas. Your gift, like say a ticket to this awards gala, helps the Chicago Public Library Foundation keep that learning and excitement and adventure and curiosity going. But their ceremony honoring authors, writers, artists, and civic leaders will also be free to stream online. Save the date for October 13th and visit cplfoundation.org/awards for more details. We are live from Switchyards in Logan Square. Make some noise, y'all. My little heart can't take it. We've got your ultimate guide to summer, and we're gonna be playing a couple little games. I am joined here by some great friends of the show from 77 Flavors. Make some noise for Dario Durham and Sara Faddah. Welcome back to CityCast, y'all.
Hey, thanks for having us. Then this is crazy. We got zoo
That
glass
just gave
and
me
everything.
goosebumps.
Come on, look at us.
That was so
We
good.
grown up now.
If people are not familiar with 77 Flavors, for the last 5 years, Dario and Sara have been traveling pretty much every neighborhood, every community area of Chicago for its history, its culture, the restaurants there, meeting the people who call those places home. And so if you are looking for recommendations, these are 2 of the best. And one of the things I appreciate, I've done a few of their podcasts. You know, they don't gas up a restaurant if it ain't worth going
Right.
back
Yeah.
a second or third time.
That's
so you
a
can
fact.
trust their credentials on this. If you're thinking about the places you have to get, not just the ones that are only open during the summer, but places that are like really great to eat at, whether they got a rooftop or a patio. What are some places you really got to go to? Let's start with the place you got to make a reservation for.
Ooh, place you got to make a reservation for. Can I keep saying every year, Virtue?
Every
Can I say you? Because Virtue
and Hyde Park.
I mean, you have to do like. I'm sorry, I'm hooked on it. We were just there this past Sunday, and man, I just can't get enough of that place. But I'll tell you one thing: a place that's not reservation, but we overlook these restaurants that are inside hotels, and the Radisson Blue.
Okay.
Down in Aqua building, y'all.
I was like, that's the wavy,
Jenny Gang. They probably have some of the best drinks for summertime And it's a vibe right there.
Okay.
And I know y'all probably like a
But
goddamn
it's
hotel.
terrifying sitting in there because
Yeah.
it's technically on a bridge, so it shakes the
all
whole
the time too. So yeah.
Might be the drinks, might be the building.
Yeah,
I don't know.
could be one of them. I would say that's a place you don't have to have reservation for that, but that's one that I would recommend. We just did that, and I was like really surprised at that experience. That's the two word. Go ahead.
Well, this is one that was on my summer bucket list for last year that I didn't get to do that I've transferred to this year is the restaurant at the South Shore Cultural Center because I feel like that view of the lake. I haven't been to it, and I'm like I need to put that at the top of my list for this year. I also love North Pond restaurant in Lincoln Park. That's another one. There's so many. Here's my only rule. Okay. I try not to go to a restaurant in its first 6 months of opening, and there's so many restaurants opening in the city. I just like to give them some time to work out all of the kinks, and then I don't want to be the test subject. I'll come back in 6 months. That's my only
why
thing.
Y'all ain't been to Southern.
Not yet. I've seen the TikTok drama, but I have not been yet.
Yeah, that's close by too, by us.
I haven't gotten to Nofsy though, but I did. My mom has been talking about this for the last few weeks. For my birthday, I went to Dawn, over right across from MSI.
Yeah.
Make some noise for Dawn.
Yeah.
Come on now. She can't stop talking about it. She absolutely loved it. She had the pot roast and grits.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. See?
Yeah.
The pot roast and grits.
Somebody in the
right
back
there said, I was waiting on that one.
Right, shoot.
I was waiting on that one.
Tabernacle. Okay. All right.
I gotta ask y'all this because we was talking about it a couple of months ago, and Simone does not believe me, and I don't think I carry any hate. I just not that impressed. Mario's, is that a thing y'all have to hit every summer?
The Italian ice?
Yeah.
I say
we have, but we didn't go last year.
Same.
We were just moving into our new spot though, so like it was a busy year.
It doesn't hold any emotional attachment for me personally. I recognize that people go because like maybe they went as kids and it like means something, but it doesn't hold that place for me. I don't mind going, but I'm not. Here's the thing, I'm not standing in line for shit. I'm not standing in line for bagels. I'm not standing in line for Italian ice.
Wait a minute, we can't do this Cubs hate. We can't do no Cubs hate, man.
Standing in line for that.
I'm not doing it.
Line for that nonsense.
So if Mario's wants to bring out the Italian ice without the line, I'll take it.
I need a round of applause. If Mario's is a must-do Chicago summer event, make some noise. Damn. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Wow. They over at Miko's.
Wow.
They don't care. They at Miko's. Make some noise if you don't need no Mario's this summer. I know our salesperson is sitting in here like, don't let that get in the podcast.
You know what I would go? I would make the trip out for is Richard's Super Premium Ice Cream in Pullman. I would drive for that.
Hey, look, this
Sean Michelle's.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, I'm gonna say this because this y'all podcast, not 77. Look,
it's still Dario's views do not reflect those.
Look,
of
no,
77.
I'm gonna say that might be the best ice cream in the city.
It is.
That might be the best ice cream in the city. Yeah.
Have you been
down in Pullman.
to Richard's?
Yeah. And I'm gonna take it a little further. That might have the best burger in the city.
I don't think I ever got the burger.
Look, when I tell you, I'm gonna tell you this. It's a top 5 burger in Chicago. And I know it's quiet, y'all like, this dude is an idiot. No, trust me. If I'm wrong, I will give you your money back via City Cash.
No, well, yeah, I was gonna say Dario personally will find money.
You're not gonna be able to find his number, his Venmo, none of that. If y'all thinking about making the most of your summer, I'm thinking about like spending time outside.
Yeah,
particularly around restaurants. Are you a rooftop or a patio person?
Ooh, patio.
Whoever
for
let
sure.
me in the door. These places be hard to get in sometimes, like we talked about. But so honestly, I don't care about either one. Like honestly, I can't. I'm not a real big heat guy. You know what I mean? That's probably because we be outside all the time, and like we sweaty half the time we go to the restaurant anyway. I try to wash up before we go.
Okay, well,
out.
I'll answer for the both of us.
I'm answering for both. Look, okay, watch. I'm gonna take a picture of Sarah sweaty as hell.
How did we get there?
I don't know because she said she.
No, I was just gonna say patio. I would say we both probably prefer a patio.
See, I don't know, man.
Okay.
I ain't right.
This is why you bring couples on the podcast, man.
Look,
this is
a good debate.
People
I like
always
this.
ask us, like, do you guys beef in real? Like, is this real or is this like fabricated for? I'm like, you think I want to argue for views? No, this is for real. Like, these are the arguments we have in real life.
Why a patio over a rooftop for you?
I don't know. Rooftop just feels like I can't get out quick enough.
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
You know,
I feel that.
it's also like sometimes a greenhouse because they, if there's like that weird plastic. I don't know. I just love a patio. I feel like it's cute. I like to people watch. I like watching people walk down the street. I feel like that's cute.
This might not be a popular answer, but I'm gonna only say I prefer rooftop because I'm less likely to see your dog there.
Fair.
What you got against the dogs?
I know. I knew that was gonna get some groans in the crowd.
What you got against the dogs, man?
Yeah, I know y'all got y'all dog, and it's cute, but like, leave it at home.
No, he's definitely not coming to the patio.
I'm sorry.
Look,
Damn, we can't afford a
I
backyard.
know, inaccessible.
Yeah.
Right?
And
That's
this
why I don't
economy?
got one.
Yeah. And this here, right? You got to feed the dog. Get pup cups for everybody.
I'm not trying to be
No,
drinking
here's
my
the-
espresso
I
martini
agree.
and I just hear on the pup cup. Simone, this is going right into Simone's ears. I know she hated that.
Do it again.
With all the mouth noises. I'm so sorry. That was too moist.
Why
My
are you
bad.
like this?
Too moist. This is we off the hinge already.
All right, so I'm gonna ask. Round of applause. Rooftop. Damn. I thought my audience was a little bougier like me.
No.
If you prefer a patio with a nasty edge,
Here's the thing. I will say I prefer a patio, but don't bring your dog. Like, my dog will never be on a patio.
Okay. So, our yes dogs, make noise if you okay with dogs on the patio. See,
I feel like that depends on which side of you. Let's ask the same question on the south side. They ain't doing that shit.
I want you to know we are paying attention who is clapping.
Yeah.
If your pod feed stop working tomorrow, you know why. I said this last week going into the weekend. It feels like obviously I'm gonna end every episode with "Sungun," right? I ain't gonna finish it, but I'm having a tough time when June rolls around.
Yeah.
Because this is the time of the year when I feel like I can't get to everything. And Simone keeps asking me, why do you have 3-4 items for each?
Yeah.
Good news, because I'm like, it's Rib Fest, and it's Greek Fest, right? And it's the American Writers Fest going on. Like, for you, what are summer festivals that are on your list year after year?
I would say the Greek Fest and both Greek Fests because there's two of them. I like the Food Truck Festival a lot. When they do the
In the
over
plaza?
No, that's every Tuesday, right? They do that every Tuesday. Not that one. The one that was in South Loop.
Okay.
I like that one a lot because there's always some fun stuff there. The Burger Fest up in
Roscoe?
Yes, Roscoe Village. Yes, that one I came in personally. I love burgers, so that's one for me.
Yeah, we went in torrential downpour one year, and he was like, "No, we're not leaving. I've only had 2 burgers." I'm like,
Hey man, I'm cool.
right.
I'm cool with it. You know what else is good? The one in Pilsen, the Mole Fest. The Mole Fest is like by the time you get to Mole Fest, you almost festivaled out.
Yeah.
And it's still a vibe down there. Like you like on your last leg, but you good.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people have the same answer when they think about like the big festivals they are avoiding. But I want to know from y'all, what are some festivals and things that you are avoiding? Last year, for me, y'all already know what it was.
I know what she about to say.
Y'all loved it so much. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
What are festivals you are not going to?
Hot take, Taste of Chicago. You can't pay me to go.
Yeah.
What?
You can't pay me to go to Hot Taste of Chicago. No, I'm not going. I'm
I
not
know you don't
going.
got no emotional attachment to it, so you don't remember when it was bussing. You don't remember you was out there footwork for 4 days in a row. You was roller skating through the
Correct.
taste.
I've gone twice.
Okay.
And both times have been horrific.
Was it in recent years when it got moved?
I went last year, and then I went 3 years ago.
Okay.
Both terrible. And I think like any restaurant that I want to eat at, I would not go to the Taste to eat at. Like I would just go to the restaurant. Why am I paying 20% more to eat out of a shack when I could just go to your restaurant?
Out of a shack.
A booth, whatever.
Harold's Chicken Shack. It's just a throwback.
No, but I'll go to Harold's if I want Harold's. I'm not going to the Taste of Chicago. It's a hot take. I know I'm not.
Yeah. I mean,
not-
but you know what? For me, ruined
hot.
it is like when they let the debit cards start coming through at the Taste of Chicago.
Like you
Yeah,
don't
they do
buy
debit.
the.
You don't have to do the tickets no more.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Do you see how long them lines were?
Okay.
Everybody, people using Cash App, Klarna and shit. I'm not trying to look. Come on, man. bro. Get your ticket and move on, bro. I'm not doing. I'm not doing that.
Then I got paying for the taste.
look, man. I'm not doing it. It was so the lines were so long.
Nah, I'm against y'all on this one. They got karaoke at the taste. They had John B out there a couple
trying
years
to hear
ago.
them drunks sing like that, man. I ain't trying to. I mean, it's fun. It's fun.
To
but
be
like,
fair, I am a buzzkill and I don't like loud music, so it's possibly that.
Bro, she don't like music in the car when it's too loud, bro.
It's just I can't. Like, let's everybody sit down and shut up. It's like my go. Like,
You need to have a curmudgeon in your ultimate summer
it's
guy.
me.
we
It's me. I'm like, do you want to go to Lit Fest? Like,
Hey.
that's where I'm at. Like,
Yeah,
maybe,
Players Row.
yeah. Like, I'd love to go to Lit Fest.
Lit Fest is kind of fun though.
How y'all feel about that? Make some noise if you going to the taste this year.
It's shaky. It's shaky.
Is the taste for the? I can't say it's for the tourists because when I was a kid,
No,
we was
it's
up
not.
in that thing. Is it for the tourists now?
No. It's for us. But it ain't like it used to be. It's just the funk of it is gone. I don't know. It's not.
Is anybody from the? I need somebody from the audience. Anybody want to come up here and chat with me real quick? I need to hear somebody who. I want one person who is going to the taste this year.
That likes
Anybody out there who going to the taste want to come up here real quick?
Right here. Come on down here.
Come on down real quick.
Yeah.
Y'all make some noise. Cause I'm in a 201 right now. Simone is just in full producer mode. Ain't gonna grab the mic and help me.
I know, right?
All right. So can you say your name and your neighborhood?
Josh from Bronzeville.
Come on, y'all make some noise from Josh.
Bronzeville?
From Bronzeville.
Yeah.
Josh, are you going to the taste this year back on its July weekend?
July weekend,
July
yep.
weekend.
Yeah, I'll be there.
NASCAR here.
Yeah, I'll be there.
You gonna be there?
Yeah.
So why do you still go to the taste?
I remember growing up going to the taste when I was a little kid, and you couldn't get anything because one, I didn't have any money, but then two,
See, that's what I'm asking for.
I mean, you were out there even when it was it was a down. I remember I have a vivid memory of being at the taste, not leaving, and it was downpouring. Like it was just that was what you did.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not denying that. I'm 42 now. Like, he talking about when he was a kid and all this stuff. Hell no. Yeah, bro. Look, let it start downpouring right now. I'm leaving. I'm not doing it. Listen, I love the nostalgia, but no, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the nostalgia. It's like it's coming back. I'm about to support.
Do you think the event nostalgia side still holds up? I mean, I'm not a sponsor for DKs, though they have sponsored quite a few interviews.
Okay.
But I feel like in recent years, they've tried to get bigger and bigger musicians out there. I think 38% of the restaurants out there this year will be their first time out there, so it won't feel exactly like it felt last year. Like, do you think that it's just hanging on to nostalgia at this point?
Nah, I think for the reasons you just named, that's why you should continue to go out there. Because one, if they're new restaurants cycling through, you got to continue to support that. You got to also, I mean, like I know you said I don't want to eat at a shack, but at the same time, if you try something out there, that gives you more of a reason to go because if you're like, oh, this is this good in a shack, imagine what they got when they got a full kitchen cooker.
we just accept
That's fair. Booth. I said booth.
the common word for the booth now. It's like, I'm going to the taste. I'm going to hit about 3-4 shacks.
That's crazy to call it a shack.
I did not expect so much silence in the room. Josh, I appreciate you coming down and supporting the taste.
You know, I will say, I feel like my answer comes from a place of privilege of the fact that I get to go out and eat basically for a living.
Yes.
So like, you know, if maybe I didn't do that, I would be more inclined to go to the taste. So that makes sense. I will say that.
I will say, I understand that any festival that's taking place downtown, Millennium Park, Grand Park, in the middle of the summer, depending on where you live in the city, it may just be a no-go for you, right? I feel like we all have a very special privilege that not only is our job to like learn and talk about Chicago, but we have an incentive because of it to get out to as many neighborhoods as possible every year to make sure we're trying new restaurants, trying new things. And so I understand if you are prioritizing your summer where you don't got 81 days like the kids, you only got a couple days every week. Yeah, and you've been to the taste 10, 15 times throughout your life, you might not go. But I will say, if you can stop by for a little bit.
And we will. I mean, we will slide by. I don't know about stop by.
You know what? Another
Spin the room.
I'm gonna spin the block on them.
You know, another fest I'm really excited about is the I.W. Wells Day Fest.
Yes.
So it's in Bronzeville, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't get to go last year, but it looked incredible. Dario was there, and I regretted not going. So I'm actually really excited about that one. And it's coming up. It's
June 27th.
June 27th.
Shout out to Bernard Turner. He's going to be on our podcast talking about it next week. But we love it. I mean, like, honestly, if y'all know the history of Ida B. Wells and things like that, I mean, like, that area is super important. They have all these different stations activated in different places. You got to like walk to, drive to. It's really fun.
And there's so much stuff for kids too. So if like for families that want to take their kids, there's so much stuff for them to do.
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, if y'all want to keep up with all of the festivals that are happening in and around Chicago, make sure you bookmark our website, chicago.citycast.fm, and check out our events calendar. If you're wondering, where do all of those events come from? This team right here. Make some noise for Shima, Michelle, Emmy, Simone, and myself. We are trying to put together each week as representative of a list of Chicago as possible. As you can imagine, it's very hard.
That's hard, man.
To hit every community area, as many neighborhoods as possible. So if y'all want to contribute, I know you hear me every day saying 773-780-0246, but seriously, if you got episode ideas, if you got things you want to learn about that we haven't covered in a while, if you want to suggest events, if you're in an event and you want us to plug it for you, please reach out to us. If I think you would have to pay us for that, I will send you to the proper people. But you know, maybe just check us out, all right?
Again, to everybody who came out to the event last week, thank you so much for making time. Up next, we got yet another segment just for our neighbors, though. We do one every Tuesday where our members get a taste of what the team's talking about behind the scenes. And this week, we got more from our live taping. And you might be like, Kobe, I missed the event and I don't get to even hit a whole thing. Well, you know, those are the perks. It's just $10 a month or $100 for the entire year, and you can join and hear your FOMO at membership.citycast.fm/Chicago. And we got more on the horizon, y'all. This is just the start for what is going to be the biggest and best year of our membership so far. Before we get out of here, some good news. The Chicago Sky are back home tonight versus the Atlanta Dream. The game is at 6 o'clock. I'm going to drop a link for you in the show notes. As always, we appreciate you for listening and reading. We're going to be back bright and early tomorrow. We'll talk to you then. Peace.